Isn't this pretty? This is what a cactus flower looks like. It's really, really papery and beautiful, even though some of these needles, these cactus spikes, are super, super pokey. The flower is really soft and pretty. This is what it looks like when it's dry. See, it comes right off. Well, anyways, I was back here cleaning around the cactus and I found this. It's kind of cool. It's a little tiny bike on this sidewalk here. Look at this tiny, tiny bike. So I think one of the little people must have been riding their bike, because you know we can go out now on the trails and to parks, and I think they must have been enjoying the outdoors. So that's kind of fun. I don't know where they're going. Maybe they went in to get a drink of water or cool down. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's kind of neat to see something like that. So, like I promised, I'm going to read this story to you about a bike. It's called Duck on a Bike, and it's written by David Shannon. It's a really fun story. While I'm reading this book to you, I want you to think about the idea of making predictions. Have you heard that word before? Prediction? What does prediction mean? Well, prediction means thinking ahead and guessing what might happen. Now, when we're reading a book, we don't just make any old guess. We think about what we've read so far, and then we make a smart guess. We make a guess that uses clues from the story. It might be clues about the characters, or it might be clues from the pictures. So whether it's from the words in the story or from the pictures, we can make a guess about what happens next. It's sort of a fun thing to do while we're reading, and it tells others that we're really thinking about what we're reading. All right, let's give it a go. By David Shannon. One day down on the farm, Duck got a wild idea. I bet I could ride a bike, he thought. He waddled over to where the boy parked his bike, climbed on, and began to ride. At first he rode very slowly and he wobbled a lot, but it was fun. Duck rode past Cow and waved to her. "Hello, Cow," said Duck. "Moo," said Cow. But what she thought was, a duck on a bike? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Then Duck rode past Sheep. "Hello, Sheep," said Duck. "Ah," said Sheep. But what she thought was, he's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Duck was riding better now. He rode past Dog. "Hello, Dog," said Duck. "Woof," said Dog. But what he thought was, that's a mighty neat trick. Then Duck rode past Cat. "Hello, Cat," said Duck. "Meow," said Cat. But what she thought was, I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike. Duck pedaled a little faster. He rode past Horse. "Hello, Horse," said Duck. "Nay," said Horse. But what he thought was, you're still not as fast as me, Duck. Duck rang his bell as he rode toward Chicken. "Hello, Chicken," said Duck. "Cluck, cluck," said Chicken. But what she thought was, watch where you're going, Duck. Then Duck rode past Goat. "Hello, Goat," said Duck.
"Ma," said Goat. But what he thought was, "I'd like to eat that bike." Duck stood on the seat and rode past Pig and Pig. "Hello, pigs," said Duck. "Oink," said Pig and Pig. But what they thought was, "Duck is such a show-off." Then Duck rode no hands past Mouse. "Hello, Mouse," said Duck. "Squeak," said Mouse. But what he thought was, "I wish I could ride a bike just like Duck." Suddenly, a whole bunch of kids came down the road on bikes. They were in such a hurry that they didn't see Duck. They parked their bikes by the house and went inside.
Let's stop here for a minute. There are no words on this picture, but there are lots of things to look at. And I want you to make a prediction. Now, all through the story, you've been hearing all of these animals thinking about Duck riding a bike. And now we can make a guess. What's going to happen next?
Now, all the animals had bikes. They rode around and around the barnyard. "This is fun," they all said. "Good idea, Duck." Then they put the bikes back by the house, and no one knew that on that afternoon there had been a cow, a sheep, a dog, a cat, a horse, a chicken, a goat, 2 pigs, a mouse, and a duck on a bike.
I hope you enjoyed Duck on a Bike by David Shannon. Did you make the right prediction? Did you guess that all the animals were going to try riding a bike by themselves? Even cute little Mouse, who wouldn't be big enough to fit her legs all the way to the pedal. Do you see what's happening right here? Her friend Duck is giving her a ride. Isn't that wonderful? All right, I want to ask you to make one more prediction before we go. I want you to take a look at a picture and predict if there was another story, second story that came after this one that was related to this one. We call it a sequel. If there was another story, what would Duck try to do next?